My name is Misty Wayman. I'm an OBGYN in private practice. I practice in Oklahoma City and have been here for 15 years. I have been out of residency 15 and a half years. And as far as what I would like to know that I didn't know coming out, billing and alternative therapies are probably two of the largest things that I have developed over time that I wish I would have known coming directly out of residency. My concerns coming out of residency were probably not realistic. It was all about survival. I mean, you've just spent 12 years of your life doing all of these things with somebody watching you. And oh, by the way, here you go, you're on your own. So it was not necessarily how to bill or how I was going to manage my practice. It was, okay, can I take care of patients? And you've just spent the last 4 years of your life doing this 24/7, even if you restrict your work week. That's what you've been doing for 4 years. And if you had a really busy residency, you're well prepared to take care of patients. What you're not prepared for is how to do business. I didn't really necessarily have a mentor coming out of residency. I'm going to tell you, I lucked into my current situation. I was interviewing with hospital groups. I was interviewing with private practice groups. And one of the hospital groups that I actually was interviewing with, I met one of my current partners. And one of my current partners knew that one of his partners was retiring and looking to sell her practice. And even 15 and a half years ago, selling a practice wasn't necessarily the norm. However, I took into consideration the people in my current private practice, their reputations, their personalities, and kind of felt like that was the best fit for me. Because I took that personality into consideration and I had a good fit for my current group practice, I had 5 mentors immediately because their job was to make sure I was successful because my success encouraged their success. And that's one of the things that in private practice you definitely want to consider is that if the group does not have a good reputation or you don't like the personality of the people you're interviewing with, don't go practice with them. Because your reputation is directly related to their reputation and you're going to spend a lot of time with those people. So if you don't like them, don't go, oh, I can make it work. That's a bad plan. I think the best thing I did after I graduated was actually took a chance in buying this practice. Like I have said, it is not something that was just the standard or how you did things. And so as I interviewed, there was another person who had worked for a hospital, who is one of my partners now. And he and one of the other partners had both worked for a hospital, and they had been with the group for 3 years when I interviewed. And I was very hesitant about buying a practice, taking over an established practice, walking into a group that was already established. And I got a phone call and he goes, okay, this is not the norm, but I promise if you trust me, if you like us, and this is what you want to do, you will be perfectly fine. And so just taking that chance of, okay, I'm walking out of residency. I've been making $4.25 an hour. I have medical school debt. I need something. Taking the chance that I'm not getting a guaranteed salary was probably the best thing I did for myself. I think probably the biggest mistake was not pushing to have my own space earlier. I came into a busy practice and I only had 2.5 exam rooms, and trying to live within it'll be fine because that's how everybody has done it and that's how everybody works is fine for some people, but for me, I was busy and there was a lot of constraints on what I could do in that given amount of space. And so pushing a little bit in a group when you're the new person is sometimes hard, but I wish I would have done it earlier because in the last 2 years, we've built a new building and are now renting our own space. And I've gone from 2 exam rooms to 4 exam rooms. And the difference in my mental status and the difference in my patients' happiness in the new location is huge. And I think long term, it's going to be a great plan.